Hvordan kan eleverne få mere ansvar for deres egen indlæring, uden at lærerne mister kontrollen? Vi vender blikket mod New Zealand, hvor rektor Ian Fox i 90'erne udviklede sin undervisningsmodel, hvor eleverne skulle have mere ansvar for egen uddannelse i en klar organisation, og hvor lærerne har maksimal tid til eleverne.
Ifølge svensk lov skal skoleundervisningen ske ud fra en demokratisk vinkel og skal forberede eleverne på at leve i et demokratisk samfund. Men hvordan skal det ske i praksis? Findes der virkelig demokratiske klasseværelser, og hvordan skal eleverne få indflydelse på deres undervisning, uden at det hele ender i kaos? Vi tager til Auckland i New Zealand for at se, om de har fundet en model, der fungerer for både lærere og elever.
If part of our goal is to produce good democratic citizens later in life, how can we do that if we don't ever give them the freedom?
We want to go to school because we learn new things and it prepares us for when we grow up. I choose to go to school because I want to learn. I want to have a good education.
I think it's to kind of prepare us for the outside world, kind of like when we're adults and we have to do everything for ourselves, and and be independent and stuff.
Bucklands Beach Intermediate School har 700 elever i alderen 11 til 13 år. Skolen fokuserer meget på at give eleverne viden om ansvar for egen læring.
I think it's really important that they actually know what they think before they go and do something. And I think it's important that they're open to new ideas and new suggestions, that they don't go, well, this is the way I think, I'm not going to listen to anything else. And so I think it's also really important that they learn to think critically about things and not just take it for what someone says it is.
And what are you two up to?
Yeah, I think that's really important, that they need to learn that at school.
Hi, Phoebe.
Grace Sharon er lærer for de 12-13-årige på deres andet og sidste år på skolen.
And we're going to do a topic that we started talking about yesterday was smoke-free New Zealand. Okay, so they want to make New Zealand smoke-free by 2020. Okay, so you're going to say what I know, and I'm going to get you to jot down a few bullet points. So things that you know about smoking and maybe why we want to make New Zealand smoke-free. Okay, so what we're doing is you're writing down your, not your point of view, but your
Prior knowledge.
prior knowledge. So just what you know now. Okay, so pens down when you're done.
It can give you cancer.
It can give you cancer, yes.
It's addictive, so if you start, you can't really stop.
Yeah, good.
It smells really bad.
Smells bad, yes. What we're going to do is we're going to read 2 articles together. So you might want to say, after reading, you might think, have my ideas changed?
I introduced what we were doing first, so they knew it was a reading task and they knew what strategy they were using. And then I got them to start their prior knowledge, what they already knew, and then I got them to share it as well, because they obviously all know different things. So hearing what someone else knew might have been different from what they knew, and it probably jogged their memory, so they kind of thought, oh yeah, I remember that.
Do you think it should be banned?
Yeah.
I think it should be banned, but I still think it's someone's choice, because I've never smoked before, so I don't know how addictive it is or anything. Yeah. And I don't think people would be very happy if like someone else was making their decision for them.
They'd get real angry.
It could kill animals.
They don't smoke.
No, but
Animals can't smoke.
I think they should like tell the smokers like all the harm that smoking, because like you can get cancer and stuff.
Because they've used so much money on saving people's lives. Then if they stop it, they don't have to.
The government don't really care about people. They just care about money.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use the article because there is the government's viewpoint in there. And if you flick over, you can have a quick skim through the article behind it, and they have the retailer's point of view in there. Yeah.
Et stykke uden for Auckland City, ude i Coca Bay, bor den mand, som igennem mange år var rektor for Bucklands Beach Intermediate School, og som udviklede den model, Learning to Learn, som var grundlaget for skolens organisation og arbejdsmetode.
No, I think at the time when I went to school, it was very much sit up, keep quiet, this is what you have to learn. Teacher wrote notes on the blackboard as it was then. If you learned your notes well enough, you passed the test. So I'm not sure that we got very good at learning, but we got very good at passing tests. The traditional model has been that the teacher has told the child, this is good work, this is bad work. What I want is for the child to say, this is good work, this is bad work. And that really is one of the big differences. So when we can get children to start to accept that, to be able to reflect on their learning, and the teachers can give them strategies to help them and to show them how to do that, then we get a situation where the children are really becoming independent learners. They know what they're good at, they know the problems they had, they know perhaps what they can do next time to do better. And that, I think, is very powerful for the students.
Okay, so let's share. So your viewpoint, so let's hear what you thought, Daisy.
Well, Mary and I thought it would be good because less people would like die if it was banned, and also less people would die from secondhand smoking as well, because that you can actually die from that. It would be bad because people would try to get it illegally instead, which is our viewpoint, and it would be good because it might influence other countries to stop, or like countries close.
Right. Okay, next one we'll have a look at. So if you were a shop owner, or what they call a retailer, okay, what is their point of view? So you may have got some from the article and you would have made your own inference about some articles. Okay, Gemma.
Well, some shop owners would think that it's a bad idea because they would lose a lot of money and maybe their business. But not all shops sell cigarettes, so it could improve their business because smokers can find something else to spend their money on.
Yep, excellent. Okay, Devon.
Big shop owners like Countdown and stuff, they wouldn't really care because they make lots of money anyway, but the dairy owners, they really like rely on the smokers to give them money.
Well done. Very good. That's good thinking. Daphne now. I suppose getting them to think on their own is the hardest thing, or to have their own ideas, because they're at an age where what everyone else thinks matters so much. So what their friends think, what their peers think, like they don't want to be seen as different. And I often say to them, like, you know, don't be sheep, because sheep just follow each other around. And I say, you know, think for yourselves. All right. Well done. You did really, really well this morning, and I think a lot of you came up with some excellent ideas. Okay, so it's good thinking. So some of you may be lawmakers or policy makers in the future, I don't know. Have a good morning tea, and I'll see you soon.
The idea was to really put a model that the teachers particularly could understand, that would help them give a structure in the classroom that allows students to take more control over their own learning. It's that idea of them seeing that learning is something they do, it's not something that other people do to them. So when they're sitting in the classroom, I don't think they should just be waiting for the teachers to tell them what to do and how to do it.
I think I'm pretty good at maths and spelling. Yeah, those two subjects, I like them.
I think I'm good at maths because I'm in the extension maths group.
I like writing, and I like my poetry. It's really fun, and I'm okay at maths and reading.
I'm not a big fan of writing. I like writing, but I'm not a very good speller, so that kind of lets me down on things. So I don't really enjoy writing as much.
Reading and spelling. I hate reading and spelling because I'm not good at them. I don't like learning it.
And what are you going to do about that?
Well, I just have to kind of live with it. But reading, I just try and keep reading to get better and then I'll enjoy it more.
Ja, det är så jättefint och det är så välordnat allting här. Det är ju verkligen bra. Och sen undrar vad de gör där nere nu.
Mens vi filmer, kommer en gruppe svenske lærere og skoleledere på besøg for at studere arbejdsmetoderne på skolen.
We're drawing a graph and then we have to put the dots on the coordinates.
Yes.
So it tells us here, so we go, the first one's 3, 5, so we go 3 and then 5 and then we dot the point and then we just had to do all of them and then we ended up with a graph like that.
Oh, I wasn't very good at maths when I was in school. It's better in English, actually. Eleverna är väldigt fokuserade, även om de jobbar själva, har jag märkt. Det är något som är väldigt svårt att ta på. Jag har frågat många elever och lärare vad är det som gör att de klarar sig att sitta själva och jobba med en uppgift, medan läraren jobbar med kanske bara en liten del av klassen. De andra eleverna sitter i olika grupper och jobbar, och det funkar bra. I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you there.
It's all right. Because I'm in maths, which is like a special class for math, because my math is quite good.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't like at math time. I go over to another classroom.
Okay. And how many times a week do you go to that group?
Oh, every day.
Every day. Every day. And what math do you like best? The one you have here, or the one you go to extra?
Oh, the one I go to there because it's more challenging. Yeah.
Jag har blivit mest intresserad av hur de delar in eleverna för att kunna hjälpa dem på bästa sätt. De som är duktiga i matte till exempel får vara i en särskild grupp och få särskild stimulans. Och där tycker jag att vi ska kunna få lov att göra det hemma också. Även ta bort eller lyfta eller ta bort de elever som behöver extra hjälp uppåt så att säga.
We are about the same as the top group, but I think Circles is doing easier algebra. So
Jag kan väl tycka kanske att elever i behovet av särskilt stöd inte har samma möjligheter till det stöd som vi ger på hemmaplan. Det finns inte här, men det finns på andra ställen skolor där föräldrarna får bekosta till exempel ett stöd i form av en assistent eller annat. Det skulle ju aldrig förekomma hemma.
So will you have PE today or?
Yeah, at period 12 o'clock.
So you're just waiting really? Okay. Take it.
Skillnaden är väl kanske att de vågar ge ansvaret till eleverna. Det tycker jag är bara bra. Det tror jag stärker de här eleverna, eller alla elever egentligen. Men självklart funkar ju inte det om du inte har bra grund. Om du inte har verktygen för att kunna lära dig själv. Då funkar det inte. Och det är väl kanske det att vi trodde att elever i Sverige hade de här verktygen när vi gav dem eget ansvar för vad man själv skulle lära sig. Att det kanske kommer för sent. Vi skulle börja tidigare, i lägre åldrar.
Måske er det nemmere at give eleverne eget ansvar i et samfund som det newzealandske, hvor velopdragenhed og god opførsel sættes højt af alle. Hvad er det så for redskaber, som de svenske elever behøver for at kunne tage ansvar for egen læring?
There's a saying, see three before me, and then so the teacher is me, of course, and so you go see three other people, possibly three other students in your class, and then if they don't know, then you go ask your teacher.
I do help people around the classroom. Like if someone's stuck with like maths or something, I tell them how to do it, like what the strategies are used and
procedures used?
Well, usually first I'd ask one of my fellow students because they're closer to me and it's not so much of a hassle, I guess, because the teacher has to teach other children as well. But if they don't know, then I'd go to the teacher.
Okay, so you can go with your group and sit down at one chair. Okay, so I'll have the runners lined up here, please. We've been doing problem solving all year, and I can see they're more confident because before they would always want to go with like the kids that are really good at maths, and they'd say, I want to be in so-and-so's group because he's good at maths. But I find now they feel more confident they can do it themselves. Okay, and go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, $$83.
A roll each could be for 20 cents.
It won't work. Because that makes 2 teams.
Come on.
They do want to win. I don't think it's like a bad competitiveness though. I think it's good competitiveness. Like I think they like to know that they're doing well and they like to do well and they like to win. You know, so-and-so's in the top maths group and we beat him to find the answer. Like they like that. That's a good competitiveness as opposed to like wanting to cheat and lie about it.
It can't be $1.20 because then $1.20 plus $1.20 is $2.40. It's way over. Because then they'll have
like when they get stuck on a question, they're happy to help each other, like how they figured it out. So like when they work together in maths, like instead of like, no, I've got the answer, I'm not giving it to you, they're quite happy to share it and to say, oh, I did it this way.
Are you helping us? Yes, I'm helping you.
I'm doing number
whatever that is.
Okay, I'm going to type the similarity between A and B is that each of those squares, they have the same length side.
Is it 3? You were doing it wrong. Oh my God, you were dividing it.
It is now 10 to 12, which means to be period 5 soon. So what I would like is for all those bits of paper, for one person in your group to collect them and take them to put in the recycle bin when we get back to class. I would like maybe Daisy, Devon and Chelsea, could you put the chairs back, and Devon, you can take my whiteboard for me. And I would like everyone else to pick up all their paper, their pencil cases, their rulers, head back to class and sit down on the mat, please. Okay. I always think of the saying that I heard, the best run class is one that's run like a gang. So we're all like a team, like a big gang, but I'm the gang leader or I'm the leader of them. So as long as you sort of know, I think they know that ultimately the decision's mine, but they also know that they can have their own say and their own ideas and that I'll listen to that as well. Yeah, so they do have their own input, but ultimately I think they know if I say, no, we're doing it this way, then that's the way we do it.
Hvad kræves der af skolens organisation som helhed, for at denne læringsmodel skal fungere? Og hvor regelstyret og struktureret kan undervisningen være, hvis man også skal kunne tale om demokratiske arbejdsformer?
Okay guys, it's period 5, so going back to class and sitting on the mat, or off to period 5 if you have period 5.
When I was a deputy principal, I worked in one school and they had a very simple motto, which I always remember, and their motto was, from discipline grows freedom. And when I thought about that, I thought, well, I don't know that I would want it as a motto, but I think it's a very good one in terms of encapsulating or stating what I believe. I think you need some boundaries, you need some level of control, but you don't want that control to be too obvious. You want it to be in the background. You want people to exercise self-control, not imposed control. So we don't want teachers imposing the control. They may have to at times when students perhaps are not acting appropriately. But what we want is to increase the level of self-control.
We'll have 3 minutes. Scribe on this. 3 minutes, we'll rotate it around to the next group, scribe on it, edit it, so it's like a group collaboration, and then we'll try and form things together from there. Can I give you that?
So I will ensure I know where...
På lærerværelset laver lærerne i fællesskab de ordensregler, som eleverne skal tage til sig og gøre til deres egne.
What about I will stay in approved areas or in safe areas?
There also has to be some sort of knowledge of this. So why do we even have this rule?
That's right.
Okay, so what, we just don't make up rules for the sake of a rule. So what is the point of having this rule?
I will respect and care for others through my words and actions. I will demonstrate respect. What have they written here?
You know what? Honestly, at intermediate, we've got to move from the I to the we. Because it should be a corporate thing and it should be something with leadership.
What? Behaviour problems are in groups.
When I think of the boundary of the school, I think of where the school is, like the fence line. But they're not allowed.
Does that technically mean? No, and I do respect the first aid thing, but does that technically mean I didn't actually feel?
What does that say? Oh, this is it. This is the one.
I think I will. But I think I'll put correct in there. I will wear
the correct uniform with pride
at all times. But I like correct because otherwise they choose
situations.
Because we've got this. Yeah, we've still got all that variation creeping in, and so I think you need to have the correct uniform.
Masochist. What about a leadership one? I will encourage others. Well, no, because it's always a leadership. It's always you go from corporate to singular again, but leadership is singular. I will encourage. I will.
Okay. Mark's really Mark wants to share.
Yes. And you went from I, and it went to we because we talked about being a corporate body that we should encourage others to achieve their best. But then we went back to leadership, and Stu came out with a knockout. What was it, Stu?
Through positive leadership, I will contribute to my community.
Oh my goodness.
I had sort of a mental picture of what I thought schools could be like in terms of how they could operate, how they could run. I always felt that schools are or should be part of society, not separate from society. We've primarily got a sense of order because there's a simple set of rules that we all know. There's no great list of written rules as such, but they tend to be unwritten rules. These are the things that are the expectations that we would have for a citizen in our society. And if you step outside those rules, well, then there are consequences for that. So I think that's what I thought schools should be. Much freer, but freer within a controlled society, if you like, not chaos.
Now, are you guys taking photos or playing on the playground? Okay, just be careful carrying the cameras around up there.
What's this? What's a typical point of view when pictures are taken from an
unusual point of view? So
like that kind of one.
Yeah, but
so I don't know if you photograph someone from like that.
Do you want to do something on the playground?
Yeah, we could. But everyone's on the playground, so it's kind of not very original.
Yes, I know what you mean.
What are we doing in classrooms to make learning relevant for our children? With the increase of digital technologies in the 21st century, and the idea that students are so familiar with these technologies in their own homes, if we can use some of these technologies, if we can use the tools that they are familiar with, and then cunningly use that in a way that actually supports their learning, we can lift the engagement levels of some of our students.
It's not very good.
How are you going? What have you got so far?
I'm trying to photograph these raindrops.
I'm going to say, were they natural or did you put them on there?
No, they're natural.
Very good. Alright guys, it's past. Time to come back and download your pictures.
Oh yeah. I'll bring some photos and videos.
Really cool.
And have you seen that computer program that you can use and they collage them all together so you put the pictures in?
Because for photography club we're doing kind of like a mosaic. It's a giant.
Very nice. Well done. That's a nice photo. Oh, we'll just make a folder. Okay. Gemma, Melissa, Dashni, or just your initials.
The tree ones.
The metacognition is a key part of the whole model. It's getting children to think about their own thinking, really, to look at themselves as learners, getting children to set their own learning goals, and particularly to reflect on their work. It does a lot to help develop those metacognition skills.
Okay, right. Shh. Can I have you all looking this way, please, very quickly? All right, and we will have Shannon and Charlotte up to present theirs. Thank you. Just sit down here.
We are young, we run free, stay up late, we don't sleep, got our friends, got the night, we'll be alright. Tonight you won't be by yourself, just leave your problems on the shelf, you won't wanna be nowhere else, so let's go, we got the club light. And all the girls say it, the whole world say it. Yeah, come on, let's get so toasted up. We don't give up on you.
Well done, girls. So give them another big clap.
The first question was, what picture do you like the best? We liked the heart one, like the shadow, that me and Shannon put both our hands up and then and the leading line one, it's like the plank and then me sitting on the end of it.
What did we think we did well in is arranging
the creativity.
Of the pictures.
Okay, so sorry, say it again one more time in a nice clear sentence for us.
Creativity.
How about you can do it because she's got a giggle attack. Okay.
We liked that, and we think we did well was the creativity of the pictures. You can do the next one.
What did we find difficult? Finding different things to take the pictures of.
And what do we think we could do better next time is we could edit the photos so they look better.
Yeah. That's excellent, well done. All right, and to rate yourself out of 5, what would you give yourselves?
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you did very well. I'd give you a 4. All right. Cherry?
Feedback is what people have done, but feed forward is really looking at the next steps. I think that's a crucial part both for students and for teachers. We all like to be recognised for the things we do, but I think we should all be challenged in terms of what are the next things that we could be doing. I've always said teaching is serious business, but we don't have to be serious doing it. Why can't teachers and students come to school, enjoy what they're doing, have a lot of fun, have some laughs, have some jokes? It is serious what we're doing, learning is serious, but let's have some fun while we're doing it.